And we'll tell you how you can help. And speaking of children, how a group of local students right here in the Lowcountry helped a local author finish her mystery novel. This is such a great idea. We're going to introduce you to her, and actually we're going to tell you a little bit about our class that helped her. It's a great idea. Welcome back. Now talk about a great classroom project. Second graders at Mount Pleasant Academy are seeing their imaginations come to life in this new book.
That's exactly right. Mary Gordon Kerr is the author of The Mystery of the 13th Coin, and Sue Hopkins' class helped her write it. So we want to hear more about this. I'm very excited, and we want to welcome you, ladies.
Ladies, good to see you. All right, so walk us through it. How did this all happen?
Well, when my oldest son, Harrison, was in second grade, he was in Sue's class at Mount Pleasant Academy, and I was just trying to think of a neat way to get involved, and I'm a writer, so I went into the class with the first chapter and read it to the class, and we would talk about the characters and the plot, and they would give ideas, and each week we would add another chapter to the story, and I tried to incorporate some of their ideas and some of the things that we discussed into the book, and that's how it happened. Over the course of the year, we ended up writing the whole book, and it turned out to be really exciting, and they wouldn't let me stop because every time I would see anybody anywhere, they'd be like, "When are you coming back? Are you coming back today?" So
and this is the class right here.
This is the class.
Is Sue's class,
now
right?
They're in the fourth grade now.
They're in the fourth grade
right.
now.
So this was 2 years ago. So it's been a 2-year-long process.
And why did you, as a teacher, decide to let this kind of go on?
Well, when Mary Gordon came to me initially with the idea, I thought it was a great idea. Number one, because anything to encourage writing. And number two, also it shows them that writing is a process, that you don't just write something and it's over. You know, this was, like she said, a year-long process, and they saw as changes, you know, were made to the book. And also anything that empowers children to believe that they can accomplish something, and that's the best part of this, because they all feel like they are writers. You know, they have a part in this book that's been published and it's going to be sold, and it just, like I say, empowers them to believe in anything they choose to make a goal that they can accomplish that.
So what is the plot? I want to know what the mystery is.
And did the kids help you to see it kind of from their point of view? Because that would be the hardest thing for me.
I think it helped, you know, in a way, to have a son that age, and so I was around him and his friends all the time and in the classroom, so it helps to think that way. But they would come up with all kinds of ideas, and we had a rule that no idea was too silly or too far-fetched to be heard.
That's great.
And so, for example, there was one child that every week he would suggest there should be a dog doing a hula dance in the book.
I agree. I think that sounds
all
good.
right, that's cool.
So I didn't think we could do that, but so what we did was I had a character who's a pirate. He has a tattoo that looks like that, and so his nickname's Hula Dog. So we tried to incorporate things like that, and whenever they heard something that we had talked about in class when I read the next chapter, they would just, you know, feel so excited about it. So.
Well, and now that it's been 2 years since your son's been out of the class, does he still talk about this all the time?
They still talk about it. I couldn't walk through the cafeteria any day since 2 years ago that someone didn't ask me about it. When are we going to get the book? And
and now it's here. What is it like to see it now that it's finished? Both of you.
That's the best part.
It's very exciting. And a friend of mine, Jeff Welch, did the painting for the cover and the back and some interior pencil drawings, and they're fantastic. So.
And
what ages is the book best for?
It's geared towards students ages 8 to 12. Even though we wrote it with a second grade class, Sue likes to encourage them to use difficult vocabulary words and things. So
That's what a real teacher's all about, right? Listen to her.
Teach you new words.
That's right, and they'll always remember this. Now, before we go, we've got 2 book signings to tell everybody about. First one, Friday evening, correct? Friday afternoon. What time?
It's 3 to 6 at Teach in Mount Pleasant, which is in the Bilo Shopping Center on Ben Sawyer Boulevard, and they'll be giving out door prizes, webkins, things like that every 15 minutes.
Ooh, nice.
And then at Barnes & Noble on Sunday from 2 to 4.
2 to 4, so you can, and the kids will be there, correct?
The kids are signing. That's another thing you need to say. Mary Gordon's not the only one that's signing the book. The kids are going to be signing the book, and 3 of these students have since moved on and are no longer at our school. One's in Raleigh. She's also coming back for it. So this is a really big thing for them.
That's great. Congratulations, ladies. Thank you.
Thanks
Thank
so
you.
much.
It's wonderful. That's a great idea, isn't it?
I like it.
I love it.
I'm going to read it.
Well, here they are again one more time. So cute. All right, well, from a mystery novel to a deep sea tale, details on the Lowcountry Shrimp Festival. We want to thank all of our guests. We can't forget, of course, Mary Gordon Kerr and her second grade class.
That's exactly right.
We got
the Shrimp Festival coming up this weekend in McClellanville.
Ronald McDonald House. Don't forget, if your mother has everything, why don't you make a donation in her name to help a mother at the Ronald McDonald House?
And go see Garfunkel at Pet Helpers.
Oh, 125 cats.
If you were allowed to, you would have taken him with you today.
Well, Darren's allergic too. I would be cat lady if not.
Crazy.
All right. Well,
I drew a vision.
Well, we're happy to have Dave here. He's going to be here tomorrow too. So we'll see you tomorrow, which is Tuesday. We have music tomorrow, so stay tuned to find out.
Sounds good. Hopefully food too. See you guys.
Always.